Hey everyone, this is Richard, CEO of altFINS. In this trading video, I will discuss the outlook for Ripple, XRP, why it's shot up recently, both from a fundamental and a technical analysis standpoint. I'll start off with the short fundamental summary. That's some of the events that have transpired recently and may have driven the price up. All right, let's take a look at the market. First of all, Bitcoin has broken about 60,000, which is a very critical level, looking good. For the whole market, I think that's a positive event. It's broken above the 200-day moving average. Similarly, Ethereum has broken above its 200-day moving average. Now it's sitting at a very stiff and critical level of 3,200 or so. So I'd like to see it break above that as well. But let's get back to Ripple here, which has ripped recently big time. And some of the fundamental things, you know, when you look at under the news here, if we just even select the first story here, right? What's happened here is that there were a couple of institutions, namely CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which is huge player in the institutional money management, asset management, and provider of a lot of products outside of crypto, but now increasingly in crypto as well. Well, they've launched an XRP dollar reference rate and a real-time index. What that basically means is that now with an XRP indices or index, that allows a lot of the institutional funds to begin funneling more money or invest into XRP, because now there's a reference rate. It's one of the first steps in making an asset accessible to institutional players, institutional funds, hedge funds, mutual funds, so on, is by launching a reference rate and an index. And so this first step was also hailed by the CEO of Ripple as a very important step, and he even said that he believes that we'll see a Ripple or an XRP ETF, exchange traded fund, in the near future, just like we've seen with Bitcoin and Ethereum, which obviously would be hugely positive for XRP, because it would enable a lot of new fund inflows into XRP, which obviously drives more demand, brings in more buyers, and therefore drives the price up. So that was the more recent news. Remember also that a year ago, Ripple won the first fight in a long legal battle with SEC about whether XRP is or isn't a security, and the first ruling from a judge was favorable for Ripple, in that it ruled that it's not a security, which is also very important in terms of launching an XRP ETF. Now that legal battle is not over, but recently we've seen the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission in the US, back off from its very toxic, aggressive fight against crypto, and actually lose some other legal cases as well. So that increases the chances that XRP will win its court case with SEC as well, and obviously that could open up the floodgates of money or institutional funds into XRP as well. And then lastly, there's been some positive news around exchange outflows. Based on data from CryptoQuant, there's been increased outflows of XRP from exchanges, which basically indicates that the owners and holders of XRP tokens are not looking to sell them, are instead looking to hodl them in anticipation of presumably bigger gains ahead. So that's from the fundamental standpoint. Now let's take a look at the technical view here. Going back to our platform here. First of all, a couple or 3 days ago, we had alerted our members of a breakout from falling wedge pattern. Okay, this was again accessible to our members and VIP members, but there was a breakout from a falling wedge pattern, which indicated that the buyers have absorbed the supply from sellers, and that the price was ready to resume its uptrend, or at least in the near term reverse the downtrend. Okay, and so it's had a really nice run since then, reaching the resistance zone of 57 cents. So it's about a 20% gain in the span of a couple of days. If you look at the chart, the live chart here, let's take a look at the trading view live chart here. Okay, blow it up here. I'm bringing a little more history. Okay, so here we are now, right? Price shot up after breaking out of the falling wedge pattern. It shot up to about 56 cents. I mean, that's exactly where the resistance area is, right? I mean, these levels, occur again and again, both on the resistance and support side. As you can see, this is the level where the price got rejected back in May when it shot up there. It got rejected there in April as well, right? And there's some history dating back even to February. And previously, this area was a support area back in the late 2023 or early 2024, right? And this is the concept known as polarity. Once the support is broken, then it becomes resistance, and vice versa. When the resistance level is broken, then it becomes support. It's called polarity. We teach that in our lessons as well. And currently, actually, our crypto education course, trading course, is open to all the users. So I encourage you to go through the 10 lessons and enhance your trading skills. But in any case, so this is where we are. We are at this resistance area, going back to our technical analysis chart here, resistance area of 57 cents. Now, that also happens to be around the 200-day moving average, another resistance area. And what I'm looking for now, I mean, this trade has played out, textbook perfect after the breakout from falling wedge. Now, I'm looking for the price to either break above this resistance area and above the 200-day moving average, which would indicate a resumption of uptrend, which I think then would be followed to upside potential about to 70 cents, sort of the next resistance area. Or if it pulls back, I'd be buyer, on the pullback, maybe even all the way to 42 cents. I'm not sure if it would get all the way there. We'll have to assess when it does pull back. But at this point, I'm basically standing by and looking at whether the price can break above these critical levels, like I said, the 200-day moving average, as well as the 50-cent resistance area, which has held several times. So it's a stiff, formidable resistance area that I don't want to be ignoring. I certainly want to be very cognizant of this. On top of that, let's keep in mind that there's a lot of money that the traders have made when the price has moved from 40 cents now to 55 cents, right? I mean, that's a pretty solid, almost 40%, actually a 40% gain. So there's going to be some traders that will be taking profits here. It's also getting a little bit overbought, almost overbought on the RSI level. It's not quite above the 70 threshold for being overbought. I think it did get there on this spike up here. It was overbought, but it's pulled back. So we'll see some selling here, maybe a pullback. That could be a nice opportunity to swing trade back into this for another swing back up. But if we do see at some point a break above the 200-day moving average and the 57 cents resistance area, that to me would signal resumption of uptrend and upside potentially in the next sort of the next leg up would be the 70 cents target area. Now, by the way, trading falling wedge patterns as well as other patterns is something that is really easy to do on our platform. You can find a lot of these patterns either in our technical analysis section, okay, where you can go through 65 or so trade setups, but you can also filter specifically just for falling wedge patterns as well. Right here we got a bunch of them that are already have broken out. For example, Chili's. Right, price is broken out. Let's take a look. Out of the falling wedge pattern as well, and above the resistance zone of 6.7 cents. So that's a confirmation for my breakout, and I think that there's potential upside to 8 cents, which is about 15% potential upside. Okay, so you can find a lot of these either emerging or full-fledged breakouts in the technical analysis area. You can also find them in our AI-based chart pattern recognition section, where again you can look for specific channel down or falling wedge patterns, and you can either look for just breakouts or emerging, right? So there's a lot of ways to find the perfect trade idea that fits your style and criteria as well. And again, trading chart pattern breakouts is covered in our lesson number, I believe, lesson number 8. Okay, right now this lesson is open to all the users, so I encourage you to go through this lesson to learn how to trade chart pattern breakouts in general. All right, everyone, again, I hope this has been helpful. Keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only. It's not meant to be financial advice, and do your own research. Good luck trading.